Listen, thanks. Well, we're going to switch gears a little bit. A new report released by the Federal Trade Commission finds identity theft is a top concern for a lot of Americans. No surprise there. Researchers point to the recent rash of security breaches as a reason why so many Americans are focused on that. It is a very big issue and concern for so many people. Now, there are other ways that crooks can come in and take your hard-earned cash. So right now, joining us is Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich. He's highlighting some of the top trends in identity theft and consumer fraud for 2014. So, Mr. Attorney General, thank you so much for waking up and joining us this morning with some tips, and we're taking action for you to let you know how you can protect yourselves.
I really appreciate being here today, Nick. Thank you very much.
Of course. So, the one that's topping the list from last year is cars, correct?
Right. Issues dealing with especially used cars, at least for our office, the most complaints we get. And on an annual basis, we literally get tens of thousands of complaints.
Okay.
And when it comes to cars, everything from, people rolling back odometers to people advertising the car as being, serviceable and there's defects with the vehicle. Maybe the car has been in an accident or flooding or something like that, where there's like some serious problems that aren't being disclosed to the consumers.
Okay, so what's a quick way that consumers can educate themselves and make sure they're not buying something that's going to fall apart?
Well, one of the quickest ways you can do is to make sure that you get the car looked at by an independent mechanic. There's also reports that are available whether the car has been part of any damage or been involved in accidents, and you'll get that information. But the other thing nowadays, information is so key. You can go to Kelly's Blue Book, Edmunds, and you can find out all sorts of information about cars, what they should be going for, what they shouldn't be selling for. Information is the key, I hear.
Yeah, and it's all at your fingertips too, as you mentioned.
Absolutely.
The next category I found pretty interesting: telemarketing and business opportunity fraud. Explain that to us.
Well, it comes in many forms, and I think there are a lot of folks out there that unfortunately maybe have received a call from someone. Even recently, we ourselves have received a call at home from someone claiming to be from the IRS, that we owed back taxes and wanted our credit card information. It was a complete fraud, a complete scam. And anytime someone's asking you or saying that you owe money on the phone and that they immediately need you to wire money or need your credit card information, that's a huge red flag. And I will tell you what, I never ever give my Social Security number to anybody that calls me on the phone.
Of course, yeah, that's always some good advice. Also, too, something that's always a hot topic in this part of the country, here in the Valley, mortgage fraud and mortgage modification fraud, a hot topic?
Right. Well, first of all, there's federal programs that are available for consumers to help them modify their mortgage for free. So that's one of the things they should look for. Other things, what we've seen lately, some trends in some cases we've had where people have required Spanish speakers to sign agreements in English. That should be a huge red flag. Very often, whether it's mortgage fraud, whether it's some of these other scams, people prey on people's vulnerabilities, their friendship. Sometimes they meet through churches or through community groups, and it's really sad, quite frankly, that people will break that trust and take advantage of maybe a friend or a colleague and someone's trusting nature. Okay, and
we're running a little low on time, so if we can go through the final two components that people really need to worry about.
Well, once again, I think that folks need to make sure that they're aware. They make themselves aware, information's available, and if they feel like they've been the victim of a scam, they need to call our office. Call the Attorney General's office, 542-5763. We have a helpline. You can email our office, and we make sure that we investigate, and if necessary, either civilly or criminally, investigate and prosecute those cases.
Yeah, you guys, your office always seems to be very busy with a variety of different cases.
We are. I believe very strongly that our office needs to be forward-leaning. I want the scammers and the crooks to know that when it comes to Arizona, this should be flyover country, because we will make sure those cases are aggressively investigated and prosecuted. No one is going to take advantage of our Arizona residents.
Okay, and there you go, guys, on the screen there. Those are the top consumer fraud trends. We hate to say trends. It's not a good trend, but this is what you need to be on the lookout for. All of them are right there, and we'll also try to put some information on our website, too, abc15.com, so you can take action. All right, Mr. Attorney General Mark Brnovich, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks
I appreciate
again.
it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.